Hey everybody, Jonathan Mayer here, and I'm back with another Pro Wrestling Crate unboxing. This is for the month of November 2024, and as referenced, today is Thursday, November 21st. As you may or may not know, we now get these every other month, so we're getting 6 of them a year. The All Elite Crate, we get those quarterly, so we get 4 of those a year. But for November, we're getting this crate, and we're going to come January, we're going to get both of those crates. To get into this crate or the type of things we're going to have in here, if you've watched any of my videos before, you may know I have a lot of them out there, but this may be your first one. Thank you so much if it is. Thank you so much if it's your 50th. We're going to get 2 t-shirts, we're going to get 2 micro brawlers, and we're going to get a signed 8x10. We know we're always going to get those things, and then there's always some other things thrown in as well. Now and there's also a lapel pin. We know we're always going to get a lapel pin. With the lapel pin and with the micro brawlers, there's a chance at a chase version, where it's a different color, lesser made, so it's more desirable. They do give us an idea of who's going to be in the crate. Sometimes we have a theme to these crates. Sometimes we know more than we know other months. But this month, they're calling it Parodies and More. And they really just told us 2 wrestlers and then a few non-wrestlers. We're going to get something from Joe Hendry and something from MJF. But they also said we're going to get something from the Grinch, from Marty McFly, and from Darth Vader. So that's interesting. I'll be interested to see what other people think about that. Maybe some people aren't going to like that. But we do find that we get the same wrestlers in these boxes a lot because there's so many of them. We might as well mix it up. Let's see what we get. Now, I did get a little spoiler from a friend of mine on the lapel pin. And it is not any of those items, but it is one that I like. So let's crack into this here and see what we got. Cut the tape. Okay, first off, we have our card. It's going to tell us what's in the box. I'll go over that at the end, but also gives us a heads up on the next one, which is going to come in January. Okay, first things first, I'm pulling out a black shirt. I can see already the next shirt's not black. We've got a black shirt here. I'm going to let you see it first. Somebody made a comment about that. So here we go. I can see it in the reflection. It is a Christmas-themed shirt there. Who's it got on it? Season's Beatings. So we've got the Grinch, and he's beating up Santa Claus. So, there's no wrestler on this. It's wrestling-themed in the fact that he's got like a kind of a camel clutch on him there. Kind of the wall of the Grinch, I guess. I don't know what we'd call that. The Grinch does have a singlet on. He's ready for wrestling. Santa's just doing, wearing his normal work attire. So that's interesting. I've got a few different Christmas outings, things that I'm going to. This will be worn to one of those. Pretty seasonal shirt, but there's plenty of times to wear it around this season. Next up in the middle here of the shirts, I think this is just a little advertisement for something Rockabilly Vampiro. Okay, so it's Vampiro on tour. Then it says Rockabilly Apocalypse coming to a comic shop near you. So just kind of a little postcard. Vampiro. Or as I used to say back in the day, Vampiro. Okay. Next up, we have a blue shirt here. Very soft. These blue shirts are always so soft. Now, I don't even really know much about this guy. I don't watch a ton of TNA because I don't have the best access to it. But I do sing the I Believe in Joe Hendry song. So I think this will probably be a popular. Some people won't like it, but other people will love this shirt. So we did know we were getting something from Joe Hendry. He's definitely got that song over. All right, next up, we're going to go our first micro brawler. And I can see some people, now I said we get a lot of the same people, but we had to expect maybe something from this guy. We have Danhausen as Marty McFly. Now we've got a lot of Danhausen micro brawlers. He's so damn toyetic. That is cool. That is really cool. Marty McFlyhausen. I'll crack that open here in a second. That is cool. And then let's see our next micro brawler. We're getting 2 of them now. All right, so this is interesting. I don't dig it as much, but we got Big Van Vader. And yeah, I looked at it first. Someone's not going to like that, but hey, it's my, I'm just going to look at it first sometimes. Big Van Vader with helmet. So it's like Vader, the wrestler, and he's like kind of half Darth Vader a little bit. I don't love it, but it's interesting. Okay, next up, I see we've got one of these Brawler Buddies. This one's not actually branded that way. We've got MJF. You know, the wolf of wrestling, I think, is on the shirt there. And then he's got the lion on the back. He's wearing the ring. Okay, so there we go. Face is a little interesting, but you know, these are always a little oddly shaped. But there you go. You got your little buddy there of MJF. Now, next up, this is what I got spoiled on. And the friend of mine had the Chase version, which must have been glow in the dark because it looked very similar to this one that I'm looking at. It says it's not the Chase. We have a lapel pin for Ricky the Dragon Steamboat Willie. And that's, you know, I'm a Disney guy. That Steamboat Willie trademark expired or something, so other people can use it. So Ryan hopped on that, and let's make Ricky the Dragon Steamboat Willie. That's cool. I like it. We got a few more things in here. This box is packed, and then we'll circle back around. We have, okay, so we've got a comic book. Earlier I read that Rockabilly tour or whatever for Vampiro. Well, here's the actual comic book for the Vampiro Rockabilly Eclipse. It's a pretty thick one. I don't really do anything with. Someday, if somebody loves comic books, I could maybe work out a good deal with them as far as just gifting these to them. But I do use some of the comics, though, around the room. The ones that are more wrestling cover-based. And I've got those as kind of artwork, as backers for my display. But there we got that. Next up, we have what appears to be a poster here. And let's see who it is. Okay, it is, at the bottom it says 3 minutes of playtime, which must have been the line he used. This is Macho Man Randy Savage. I'm pretty sure from when he was in the Spider-Man movie. I think his name was Buzzsaw or something. I'm not really a superhero movie guy or whatever, but I know enough for that. This one I probably won't hang up because it just doesn't have enough significance to me. But okay. And then last but not least here, we've got our 8x10. I mean, we went through the people that we were supposed to get. I mean, is this autographed by the Grinch? Maybe? I don't know. Let's see. Okay. So this wrestler has been passed away for a while. I believe so, right? King Kong Bundy. But we've got his autograph here. King Kong Bundy. I know one of Colt Cabana's early matches in his career was against King Kong Bundy. So let's circle back around. We'll look at our table of contents, and then you can get out of here and go watch somebody else's video, go watch some wrestling, do whatever you do. So we got our King Kong Bundy autograph. I mean, he's a legend. That is very cool. I've got his LJN around here somewhere. It weighs about 15 pounds. Our micro brawlers. Now I do pop these open. We have our Big Van Vader with helmet, kind of a Darth Vader. This is resealable packaging. The Major Wrestling Figure Podcast guys kind of brought this about. They use that for a lot of their big rubber, for all their big rubber guys that are back here and their major bendies. So we have our card on the back, collectible card. Cut that out. Trade it with your friends. Do what you want with it. And then here we have the actual micro brawler. He does have a micro brawler. I've got it up there somewhere, where it's like this Vader time version, you know, without the Darth Vader. He's got another one where he has his Mastodon helmet on. We got a pin a few months back that was kind of Darth Vader themed. The back doesn't have anything on it. It's just black. So there we go. Now our next one here, next micro brawler, Marty McFlyhausen. Same deal. You got the card on the back. Looking just like Marty McFly, but with Danhausen. You know, that just a little red around his eyes, you know, the paint that he has. That is very cool. The puffy jacket there. I like that a lot. As we circle back around here, we had our Ricky the Dragon Steamboat Willie pin. That is neat. And what else? We have a few more. There's always a lot of things in these boxes. We had our MJF little buddy, kind of like a dog toy. We had our Macho Man poster from Spider-Man, I think. We had our comic book, and then these two t-shirts here. The blue soft t-shirt, I Believe in Joe Hendry, clap, clap. And now we're getting ready to go down to Orlando to a few of the vacation destinations down there for some Christmas things. I'm going to Disney, which I know is not the Grinch, but I can probably still wear this at the park there. Seasons Beatings, the Grinch giving the old one-leg camel clutch to Santa Claus there. Hopefully Santa did leave his presents first, so that's good. And that's everything we've got. Now let's take a look at the card, and then we'll see what we're going to get next month. Now right here on the front of this card, this is where it usually says something about the next one. Maybe it's not going to say that, but it says, over 5 years ago, we paid King Kong Bundy to sign autographs for our crate. Unfortunately, he passed away before finishing them, but we finally received the shipment back of what he was able to complete. So I don't know if we all got them. Maybe this was a month where there wasn't as many people. We were able to fulfill that, but that's awesome. I got one that was signed. That's great. Our table of contents here. Now, if you wanted to buy any of these things, a lot of people sell them. You flip a couple of these things, it helps pay for the box. The shirt, pretty self-explanatory. It says Seasons Beatings Grinch t-shirt. The I Believe Joe Hendry t-shirt. The Marty McFlyhausen Micro Brawler with a chase. There's 250 chase versions. The Darth Vader one, Micro Brawler, 250 chase versions. The Ricky Steamboat Willie pin. 100 chase versions of that. Again, I saw a picture of that. So one thing I was spoiled on, but it must just, I thought it looked black and white like mine did. So maybe it was black, maybe it was glow in the dark or something. We have our King Kong Bundy autograph, Vampiro comic, MJF Wolf of Wrestling Brawler Buddy, and our Bonesaw poster. They give you a code for 20% off. So thanks for watching this video. If you are not already, maybe subscribe to my channel. If you liked the video, throw a like on the video. Go watch somebody else's. Go watch some wrestling. Go hug your family. Peace.